Sunday. I hope you've all had such a lovely week so far. It's always fun when it's a Sunday for me and it's a Sunday for you, if you're watching this on the day that it goes up. Today is the first day after having my teeth out that I feel like myself, or just like much better. I've put makeup on today. I feel like today is the day that I'm going to be able to eat just like more properly. I don't know about full-on crunchy foods, but anyway, for anyone that is nervous about having their own teeth taken out, it's absolutely fine. Obviously I was worried about nothing. Well, not nothing, it's still like a big thing, but you don't feel anything at all because obviously you're completely numbed. So there's zero pain. She whipped them out in like 2 seconds. I did look like an overstuffed hamster for the rest of the day and the whole of Friday. And I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, but honestly I could just work on my laptop fine. So I just kind of vegged on the sofa for a couple of days. Eating was hard. I didn't really eat. I'm so glad I prepped those overnight oats and the smoothies. To be honest, within the first 12 hours, even the overnight oats were a bit much. Anyway, you don't need the full story. Long story short, it was completely fine. I did faint after the procedure, but I'm a fainter. And it was nothing to do with anything. I think it's when like my adrenaline or my anxiety gets so high and then all of a sudden it gets stripped away like that. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just faint. So I fainted afterwards. That was a tiny bit embarrassing when I was still like in the dentist's. So yeah, zero pain, and 72 hours later and I'm like putting makeup back on and I feel fine. So that is great. I've still got a few more days of antibiotics left and I do get quite, whatever. You don't need to hear about my teeth anymore. Basically, I'm feeling good and we are now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're now 4 days into the sourdough starter, which is going really well. I mean, there's literally nothing to show you because it looks the same and it looks pretty empty right now because I've just re-fed. What I will say is one, I don't know if I'm gonna have to get a different jar that does shut properly. Not like sealed properly, but I don't know, just shut a little bit more properly. Because what no one tells you, I swear, in every single video I've watched about a sourdough starter, no one mentions how completely rancid and just horrible it smells on like days, well, 3 and 4. Like literally smells rotten, like awful. And I was Googling it like, it's gone wrong. Like, I'm gonna have to discard this and throw away. There's no way this should be making food. Like I'm not consuming anything made with this. Anyway, it's like completely normal that between days 3 and 4 especially, but between days 3 and 7, the smells that it produces will like oscillate between that really rancid smell and then just kind of like a sweet smell. Some people say that their starters smell like banana because it's like a similar, anyway, I was reading all about it. It was really interesting. All of the different like enzymes that get produced, and basically right now, like bad bacteria, like rotten, moldy bacteria is waging war with the good bacteria that will eventually be your starter. So, because on day 3, like doubled in size so much, it looked amazing. This was before I smelt it, and I was Googling it like, oh my gosh, can I use it from day 3? Because it looks exactly like all the really good starters that I've seen, and they were like, no, don't use it on day 3, because it still needs to oscillate through all its stuff over 7 to 10 days. And once it's stabilized and it doesn't smell bad anymore, then you'll be able to use it. So that's the sourdough update. That's the teeth update. Today, we're just having such a nice day. Cameron and I are about to go for a walk. He's been outside chilling in the garden this morning. I had a bit of a lazy start to my day. I had a cup of tea in bed. As you saw, we're looking after Mosey, our friend's Boston Terrier. She's actually going back. We got her on Friday. She's actually going back today. But we're gonna take her for a walk this morning, and then Cameron and I are going to the South Downs this afternoon, and I'm gonna take you with me exploring. I mean, the South Downs is not Surrey because it's further south than Surrey, but I feel like it kind of fits into my whole vibe of exploring Surrey more well, maybe it doesn't actually, because we've been to the South Downs quite a few times and I do love it in that area. Anyway, we're going to the South Downs for a lovely day out, or a lovely afternoon out, and I will tell you more about why a little bit later on. For now, I'm gonna make myself a coffee. I'm gonna go say hello to Cameron and let him know that I'm up and ready to go. I'm gonna go for a walk, and we're just gonna have a lovely, chill summer Sunday. The weather is beautiful today, and I have literally sat on the sofa for the last 72 hours, so I'm really looking forward to just getting out, see the sunshine, move my body a little bit. It's gonna be such a nice day. Right, first up though, coffee. Coffee? I want my coffees. I definitely take back everything I've said about autumn. Summer is still here. I thought it was autumnal, it's not. It's extremely hot today. I've now changed into a skirt and we are officially on the way to the South Downs. Specifically, we're going to Goodwood Flying School. I can't remember if I've mentioned it before. I feel like I have, because I think I mentioned it in the vlog where Cameron and I went to the pig for a couple of days for his 30th, which was over 18 months ago now. Because the reason we were going to that pig was because I bought for Cameron a flying lesson and a weekend away for us to do that flying lesson. Long story short, it's taken us nearly 18 months to actually do this flying lesson. We've tried to book it many times. Cameron's basically 32 at this point and we still haven't done his 30th birthday present. So we're on our way. We are about half an hour. Welcome to West Sussex. We're just entering Sussex now and he's gonna go flying. I have no idea how much I'm gonna be able to see and watch. I hope I am gonna be able to see it. I think from here though was one of the ones where you could actually go quite far. Like I think you basically fly over the sea. I think you fly towards like Brighton and over the sea, which is very cool. So I definitely won't be able to see him depending on how far he goes, but hopefully I can see the takeoff and landing, which I'm sure, to be honest, he won't be doing himself. But anyway, we're on our way. It's gonna be so nice. And then afterwards, we'll see how we feel and what the time is and everything. We'll either pop to the pub and have a drink or we'll head back and do that when we get home. But it's a lovely day and it's so pretty driving through Surrey into Sussex. It's just, oh, it's so nice. We've just been driving around and all the houses are so lovely and there's just so much greenery, and it's because of that perfect point in summer as well where just everything's very luscious and very green. So nature's really doing the most for us on this drive. I'll see you when we get there and fingers crossed we can actually see some of the flying. The weather isn't sick. Flips. You're going to be performing flips?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a beer in Cornwall. A couple of flips on the way there.
Perfect.
Only in the air.
Okay.
The actual rudders are they steer the nose wheel.
It's the back.
So it only goes 20 degrees either side of straight ahead. So we've also got at the very top, can you see they sort of rotate forward?
Yes.
At the very top of the brakes. Together it will stop head. If you use one brake, you've got asymmetric braking with a little bit of power, and you'll turn quite tightly.
Got you.
Okay, so let's try it and see how you fare. And I do have to lean across you. I'm really sorry to say that's one of the problems with being in a smaller aircraft. Right, let's just do a few odds and sods. So here we've got a throttle. Okay, this is that just controls the fuel. So I'll leave that out of it at the moment. But that's like your accelerator in a car. The other thing is, if you look dead ahead, can you see that basically you've got the sky and then you've got the ground? There's nothing. When we go down to the south, there will be the sky, the sea, and the ground. So it's the dividing line beneath the sky and the earth. So that's essentially either the ground or the sea. So at the moment, it's the tree line.
Yes.
But when we get higher up, it's a sort of a single line. If you look, that line sort of just sits on top of this thing here, like that.
Yes.
That's where we put the nose. If the nose is up, I can see that immediately, because the horizon line will be either there or there if the nose is down. And it's a way of controlling the aircraft. It's basically what this controls our speed.
Okay.
Literally. And by moving the nose up and down with this, move it back, you'll find the nose will go up. Move it forward, the nose is going down. We actually increase or decrease our speed. And with that, the speed, I don't know, you've reasonable physics.
Yeah.
Do you understand your resistance, drag?
Yeah.
Drag is created at every speed. Drag, so every speed has a drag value.
Yes.
For this particular aircraft. So essentially that drag value, if it's matched by the RPM, which is essentially the thrust,
Yes.
then the airplane stays level. If it doesn't have enough RPM, the airplane would just go down gently, which is how airplanes descend and airplanes climb. If you put enough power on, firstly, if you put power on to match
Certificate? Show us your little certificate. What does it say?
It says that I flew an airplane
You flew a little aeroplane.
all the way to Brighton.
How was it?
I told you I was going to Brighton.
I also thought
I was going to have a
going.
nice cold beer. Took back off, came back.
I think you actually said Cornwall originally, which is like
yeah,
not
sorry.
the same.
Kind of similar, but not really at all.
We're going over that way. How was it?
Really good, really good.
Was it hard? Was it easy? It definitely felt like it was quite sensitive at times.
Very sensitive, the thing, the jig.
Yeah.
The choke. Yoke, rather. Not the yoke. Steering wheel. The also, I guess, because of the like fog, it's hard to know without the screen thing whether the nose is up or down. It seems silly, but you definitely.
Yeah, it was quite hazy, wasn't it?
Start drifting.
Yeah.
And then the turbulence stuff was hard because like you're correcting the whole time.
Yes, he
Towards
was
the
explaining that there
Towards
was.
the end,
He was explaining there was air
the
pockets.
thermals.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he called them thermals.
And what are they?
Said heat, hot air coming off the earth.
And it created like little bubbles, almost pockets.
Yeah, and bubbles.
Yeah.
Hot air bubbles.
Hot air bubbles.
That's right.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, well, and that was really fun. I
Yeah?
told you, win the lottery, I'm buying a plane.
Yeah.
I can fly now.
That was just lesson 1. But yeah, you'd recommend it?
Yeah, I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so good. Whew, we are officially home. And that was so cool. Honestly, the views were amazing. We saw all the way, well, we were like flew over Brighton. We saw Arundel Castle, which was so cool from the sky. I think I got like a decent shot of that. And it was, I mean, Cameron was fully driving the plane. You could tell because every now and again it'd be a bit like, whoa, I recommend it so highly. If you've got anybody that you think might like flying, I'm now thinking about the other people that I could take to do it there. I might see if I can get a lesson for my dad or something for his birthday. One of my friends, I think she would absolutely love it. It was honestly so good. Goodwood Flying School. I mean, I'm sure you saw from all the clips that's where it was, but it was at Goodwood, and like all the facilities there are so good. You can take one pass, well, depending on the flying lesson you book. I booked the 45-minute Cessna flying lesson, but you could also, if you booked that one, you could have a passenger come in the back with you, which I didn't know. So that was like such a plot twist that I got to go as well. And then if you have extra people with you, or if you don't want to go up in the plane, there's like a cafe there. The food was actually really good. I mean, we literally got like a little sandwich and shared. The chips look really good. I saw someone having a burger and the chips looked really good. And I saw other people having fish and chips and that also looked actually really good. And the cafe is like looking right out over where all the planes like come in like to take off and land and everything. So you've got like a really good viewing platform if you wanted to just go as a guest. And I mean, Goodwood's just, I mean, they had all the Spitfires that you could go and have a look at in almost like I don't know if it was an actual museum, but it was kind of like a aerodrome museum-y kind of thing where they had all like the military ones, but people could go around. There was just so much there. There was just so much there. It was so good. Highly recommend. Anyway, we're now home. It's a beautiful evening. We're actually just gonna order some sushi for dinner. So Cameron's just putting in a bit of a order now on delivery for some sushi. And then we're just gonna chill out, sit on the sofa and just relax for the rest of the evening. Yesterday we finished watching Yellowstone and I just can't stop thinking about it. I loved it. I thought it was so good. It definitely got a little bit slower in the later seasons compared to, I think it was like the end of season 2 when everything was just so intense. I didn't mind the slowness either. It just felt like such a like homage or whatever to cowboying and to clear the land, and I just love the way the whole series wrapped up. It was how it was supposed to end. When we first started watching it, I was like, this is how this should all finish, and it did finish like that. So I loved that. I was really satisfied with the ending. Anyway, basically, if anyone's got any recommendations, we now need some TV to watch because we don't have anything else. We don't have anything else to watch. We finished everything. We finished Mobland, finished Yellowstone. I'm trying to think what else we've been watching lately. Cameron's watched Landman, but we didn't watch that together, and he's seen most of it now, so I don't think sometimes we'll each start something and then we'll go back to the beginning so we can watch it with the other person, but I don't think we'll bother because he's seen so much of Landman already. The debate now, I suppose, is if we watch the Yellowstone spin-offs, which, what are they, like 1923 and 18 something. But anyway, it's been such a nice Sunday so far. It's not even over. A beautiful summer's evening. For now though, time for some sushi. Right, I've officially got my tea and it's time for reading in bed. We started watching Mayor of Easttown. It's a few years old. I think it's from 2021, 2022, something like that. So another pretty old recommendation from me, not something that's brand new, but really good so far. I think we've just binge watched 2 episodes, 2.5, something like that. So we've definitely had, So we've definitely had a few hours on the sofa and now I've got my tea. I'm gonna read in bed. I'm currently reading One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune and I'm loving it. I finished Every Summer After by Carly Fortune and this is the second in. I guess it's like a duology, but it's not really, it's more of an interconnected standalone, so you don't have to read them, but it's nice to know the characters from the previous book and the second book. Anyway, I love it. If you want a book that captures very summery, very like atmospheric, this is all by a lake, so it's kind of like summer by the lake, cozy cabins, days spent swimming in the water and out on a boat, and it's very atmospheric and quite the Summer I Turned Pretty kind of energy, but really enjoying that. So I'm gonna crawl into bed, read my book, drink my tea, and that is a wrap on a very Sunday. I'm so pleased it hasn't taken too long after the whole tooth thing to be feeling a little bit more back on track. I do still feel a bit like nauseous or lightheaded or I don't know what it is, but not 100% there, and my jaw's still sore. So sorry if this vlog wasn't as, I don't know, maybe thinking it, maybe I just feel a bit paranoid that it wasn't as something as usual. But from next week, we should be back in the full swing of things. But I had such a lovely day anyway, and it was so nice bringing you along for such a lovely Sunday exploring the South Downs and just having a lovely summer Sunday in general. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having such a lovely week and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.